Hola, mi nombre es Rhaynelina Almonte Esteves. Todos me dicen Rhayni o en inglés Rhayni. I am here because I'm applying to the summer program you offer. I'm interested in two positions, which is the sustainable architecture and participatory design. The reason I'm applying is because I'm very interested in the intersection between vernacular architecture and current architecture, which I believe creates the future of architecture. Something about Mexico specifically, I've been to El DF, very interesting, expansive experience I had because it's una potencia. Coming from Dominican Republic, I was born in New York, raised in Dominican Republic, and by now I've lived half my life in the US and half here. And that cultural bridge has helped me to attract a lot of clients that are also international and from different places of the world. And I've been able to expand my expertise almost globally. So this is so exciting. And this is another opportunity, but from another lens of architecture and human experience. One of the things that continuing the vernacular architecture is when you go to Mexico, you have a very clear line of Mexican architecture. But you come to the Dominican Republic and that dilutes. We have a very rich history. Some of it can relate to Mexico, like colonialism and the historic buildings we have here in the colonial zone. But also we're forgetting our bohíos, right? And how they design based on the climate and how they design round structures, square structures, and how they were very connected to the community. And I think that's something that sustainability, first, we have to define what is sustainability individually and then globally. I think it's a very used word, but it's also very complicated because not everyone understands what it is, right? And then depending on who you ask or the culture or the country, they have different answers. And I think at the end of the day, for me personally, it's like common sense. And this is something because I study architecture here in Santo Domingo, Nive, where I'm teaching now, and in University of Kansas, which is one of the top universities in architecture school in the US. Depending on the program, it's like number 3 and number 17. So I was able to do my master's there. I was able to connect with the city. I was actually privileged to have a job that would bring me to the Caribbean to design malls, movie theaters, and beyond. I think at the end of the day, I would answer the question of what is sustainability as common sense. But common sense studying, our ancestor, studying how they survived without the technology we had today, what technology they used before us, and how these structures survive time, even today, right? And so I bring that to school, to my classes, and I ask them to question this, right? When they are making design decisions. Depending on the generation of students, we've had a different outcome. You can check my website, rhayni.co, and my podcast as well, where I interview students from KU, creators from around the world. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I look forward to meeting all of you. Besitos.